All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, what's all this then?
Sorry, we're a little bit late this time. But
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Tacos are important.
tacos, and she's
Yeah.
not sharing.
Right?
Hey, I offered. It's not my fault. Y'all live on the other side of the country from me.
It's stupid. I don't
You're
like
right.
it. Bring me tacos. So, yeah. So, like last time, for those of you who don't remember, Lemur and I took on Rise from the Ashes, and one of the things that we're doing for this case is that we are completely just shaking things up. So none of us are playing who we were last time, except for Mana's going to take over Edgeworth. Because, let's be honest, neither Lemur or I can do it. We all heard my gumshoe last time, and that was unfortunate, and I'm sorry I exposed any of you to that.
You did great, sweetie.
So Lemur is playing Nick, and I'm playing Emma. I'll actually be playing both Sky Sisters, so I'll be Emma and Lana. And then, yeah, we're going to re-roll everyone that we did last time, because Mana wasn't here last time, so I wasn't going to try to figure out how to make it even. I'm lazy, it's fine. So, let's go ahead and get started. Lemur, you want to give them the rundown of what happened last time?
Yes. So basically, after our last case where we freed Edgy Boy, we fell into a rut and did nothing, which I don't understand how he lived.
No. We just didn't take on cases. Who needs rent?
Kind of went into a depression spiral after Maya left.
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
Mm-hmm.
And then some random girl is like, "Hey, you Mia Fey?" And we're like, "No." But,
Yes, I look like Mia.
Yeah. Phoenix Wright, am definitely a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Called it.
But we got approached by, oh god, which one's the younger Sky?
Emma.
Lana? Emma, thank you.
Mhm.
Emma, and then Lana is the older sister, thank you. Emma, we got approached by Emma, who is a true crime junkie and wants to be an investigator. Very cute, very reminiscent of Maya, which is, I think, why we took the case eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently her sister was in trouble. Her sister, being the chief prosecutor, who very much keeps saying she is very guilty. So we're defending this lady. We're defending this lady who just straight up is like, I did it. And the only person who's saying that she didn't is her sister.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We met a very fantastical cowboy man. Because
that guy.
Jake Marshall.
That died, yes. The guy that died was a detective. So, of course, the police are not having it. And I don't think they really like us right now, which I don't really think they normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But they're shaking things up, and especially with detectives that are usually working with the prosecutor's office. Finn, I swear to God, they don't want them involved with the case. So Gumshoe got removed from the case, and thus why we have fantastical cowboy man. And I think we should be starting our first day of trial.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically where we're at. We've kind of gathered some evidence.
Yep.
All of it pointing to our being guilty.
Yeah, so our crime was basically that Lana supposedly stabbed this detective, in the parking garage.
And hid the body in Edgeworth's car.
Because that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So, while they're trying to get the chief prosecutor declared guilty, there's also this campaign against Edgeworth as well.
That's right.
Because Lana has sort of protected Edgeworth all these years, when he's done some not good things. Like forging evidence. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Shall we go ahead and get started?
Yeah, I also just realized that I didn't switch. I I opened Twitch on my computer and did not switch over to actually watching the stream until just now. So
That's fine.
now I'm actually paying attention to the chat.
Oh.
If you
We're good.
commented, just know we're bad at reading them anyways, so, you know. Just watch it on YouTube later. That's what everyone else does.
Hold on, I just took a big bite of my dinner. I'm so sorry.
Why would you do that? You know you're up first.
Yeah.
I was hoping I had some time.
You're Phoenix right now.
This is a very Phoenix move of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Low in character.
February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? I have to remember what her voice is. It's gonna be a little rough.
Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Oh shit.
We're fun at that.
Yes.
A defense attorney should never believe their client.
What?
Huh? The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Miss Sky, you
Have issues.
you remind yeah. You remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her.
Is it that Mia was a defense attorney and Lana's a prosecutor?
I would say that is one big difference.
And that is?
Both tall women.
You're not a defense attorney.
Oh!
Look at that look on her face.
Mic drop.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I don't think I hit Lana's voice, but you know what? Whatever.
No, that was perfect.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
My first trial without a Fae helping me.
You put it down.
Yeah.
No one's gonna bail me out this time.
Wow, you're so dependent on them.
Listen, he's got his squad and he needs them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I
I'll be
guess.
alone in there. Or I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Alone with your new friend, yes.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Scientifically, of course.
Uh-huh. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Oh shit, I'm the judge. I forgot now.
You're the judge now.
I feel like I have so much power here.
How does it feel to be king of the world?
I feel weirdly inept.
We're
Court.
sitting for this man.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Bless you, Penny. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I'm back, bitches. Oh, applause. Thank you. Alright, the prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Hey. Fuck you. That's worse.
I love how we just keep bringing out that we
Stop
thought he
bringing
killed the
up
guy
my
for a while.
past, Phoenix.
It's been
Oh,
2
good.
months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
Don't at me. Stop with the flashbacks. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. I'm looking at you, audience. Judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Got it?
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Well, first of all, we're not gonna bring up my past anymore, right? Second, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow. He's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
Are you turned on? Same.
Please don't ask the 16-year-old that.
It's okay. So am I. However,
I don't like that any
she
better.
will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. She saw bento boxes on her head. A professional witness. I don't know how that's a thing for a career, but I want to be one.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Professional witness, thank you. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. Everybody clap. Give a big hand. Big hand.
The cough-up queen?
Yes.
All right, let's roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, we didn't choose who was...
I was low last time, but that's when it was between you and I, so I was also, I don't know.
Okay,
whatever.
so you can be 1 through 3, I'll be 4 through 6, Mana 7 through 9.
Okay, 7 through 9. I gotta remember that. Okay.
Okay.
7 through 9.
9.
Damn! Okay. It's me! I'll talk to myself. Yay. Okay.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Oh, I've been around the parking lot. You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh,
Oh my god.
caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
That's some bougie bullshit. The judge is really wolfing it down.
God damn it. Bribery. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Cha-cha-cha. That looks nothing like Mexico. Alright, will the witness state her name and profession, please? Oh, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Quick. Oh, well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts!
Oh my god.
I always thought the caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck is pickled tapioca?
Again, exactly. What? Where have you had that?
Phoenix is having an out-of-body
Name,
experience.
profession, now. Oh my god, why is this so hard for everyone? Me? My name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. And the corner at the weekends. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, you'll have to give me your phone number later. Please describe the incident to us.
She hates prosecutors. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
What's your problem, Your Honor?
Hurry it up!
Yeah.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Professional lunch lady.
A professional lunch lady, right?
Huh? What exactly does that mean?
Whatever you want it to be. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. Exactly, dog. What up, dog? Yes. She was a first. Right. See, I can be sexy too, Phoenix. Anyway. She was a first-rate homicide detective of all things. Wow. With
What?
those killer looks.
Miss Starr was a detective?
Oh, yeah.
Aha! I know who you are! Cough up.
No.
Oh, you've seen me. Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
You're welcome.
Just who is this lady?
Ahem. If I might make the court's attention over here. Look at me. Anyway, here's a little map. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for... Wow, why not just say block A? Anyway, A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's from... I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes?
Yes, you can keep eating your lunch, Your Honor. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and wants to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Me? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Me?
Alright, we got our floor plans. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor with a lunchbox.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor.
Stop. Sorry.
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? I do love doing that.
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr.
Oh,
Dinner
yes.
and a show.
Woo! Wait, are they talking about me?
Yeah. You're the main course.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright, witness's account.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come.
Press.
I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, one of my boyfriends, when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Or this choker that looks
Holy
like
shit.
a little sausage. Wow! Okay.
That's an expression.
Wow. Indeed. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Oh my god, is she left-handed?
Right? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the Detective Goodman's chest.
I'm glad she specified the pointy tip.
It's
Yeah,
very...
you know. That's how knives work. You gotta use the pointy end.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
I know. As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed in 3 seconds?
I'm still thinking about that.
You're welcome.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Wow, it's gotta be.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Do your worst, buddy.
All right, let's move into cross-examination.
Somehow I always knew this day would come.
Press.
Wink long.
How did you know?
The rice told me. The rice tells the future. I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
Oh, the lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Nice
Get
little
her.
fuck you there.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim,
Hey, can I
I'm looking
object?
at you.
Is this relevant to my question?
killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Stop roasting my boyfriend.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
They ruined my life. I mean, I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator and a lunch lady. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, it'd still be fun. Of course I have a grudge.
Laid off.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms.
Jesus.
That said, I am a pro, as you know.
No.
My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Like me.
Very well.
Very obvious.
You may continue, Miss Starr.
Thank you. I was on my way to deliver lunchbox to my boyfriend.
Hold it.
What?
This boyfriend. He's the detective?
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several.
You wanna join my harem? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. You know, Otome. You should try it sometime. Care to join? Wow, I did ask. And yet, another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Aw, that's no fun.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The judge a hoe! Anyway. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be-
Oh,
It was
it's
me.
you. Never mind. It's you, ma'am.
That would be the room with the security sign.
No, that's a cafe, remember?
Yeah,
it's a cafe.
security. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Oh, she said that.
When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work.
Hey! You sensed something? So, you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
My spidey senses were tingling. Yes. It felt like, how would you say? Spidey senses. Tingling. Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Excitement for
What?
carving it? have a detective's intuition.
Uh,
Wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Well, yes, and he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. What's with all these people?
Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
with the odor of an old
Oh.
cheese to match.
Don't say that out loud, we're in trouble.
What the hell? We're gonna get contempt. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Sit down. Sorry, I'm having to keep doing mom shit because my son is not listening.
Oh shit.
I
To the wire
before.
fence.
so you're good. You're good.
To the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the carriage car.
I just almost read that. I'm just so used to doing Phoenix.
By garish car, you mean
My garage car.
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mine.
Mr. Edgeworth's.
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth.
Does this bitch have anything that's not maroon?
Right.
he has an aesthetic?
Let me have my maroon.
That's maroon?
aesthetic gun. Yes.
Wasn't it?
It's maroon.
Maroon, bitch. Indeed. It was. It was maroon. It was mahogany.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
I recognize that this is a real world issue, but like, Edgeworth should not be prosecuting this case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hell
First
yeah.
of all, his boss is the one who's on trial.
Mhm.
Right.
Second, his shit was used in the murder!
Hey.
So this is a video game, but I cannot... It's bothering me.
The
Leave
3-day
my
trials
shit
didn't bother you.
It does bother me, but I have to voice certain opinions.
Damn. We going deep today. Going real deep.
I grew up watching Law and Order. That's also not real. It's better than this. She's
Law and Order Phoenix Wright.
so great. Oh my god, can you imagine? Detective Olivia Benson would eat this man alive. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's
Damn.
just do what we can. Even we do.
Same.
Drink some water.
I got this. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo,
You always know when Phoenix says ergo, there's gonna be some bullshit afterwards.
Yup.
you are a biased witness.
Oh.
You might want to keep those silly opinions and fingers to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Rookie. You heard me. Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Air flip. I'll fry you like a little fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Oh, I should be
feel
making
bullied.
commercials.
That was inspiring.
You're welcome.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Well, a photograph. You took this?
Oh shit.
Oh no.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and snap, I took a picture. Selfie! In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
But why?
How very convenient. Yeah, but why?
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging around your neck.
Goodness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
Because I thought it was more convenient to tell you about it now.
Right. You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Ha! Again. Oh. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. This is not good.
Oh shit.
Nope, that's not good at all.
Oh,
Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky.
she could be wearing a mask. Anyway, so what was the defendant doing at that time? With a bloody jacket?
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect is carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Should we start asking why Edgeworth has a 4-inch knife in the back of his car, or are we just not gonna address that?
Apparently that's not relevant.
Yes, that's about right. How did you know?
Well, judging from you, I'm pretty sure it would be. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. Can't stop talking about food.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Eggs are people too.
Strong statement there, Nick. You got her with that one.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. I just changed the ingredients. That's it.
So the defendant was holding a knife? What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the detective Goodman's chest. He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point. It's the point of the knife.
Ha! Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Too late. Stabby stab. Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
No, that's all she got.
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Damn it. Damn you, science.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Yeah, maybe. Let's
like
just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we?
like a grape.
For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that! Alright, let's look at our evidence.
Yes.
So, we obviously have our attorney's badge that I almost just presented on Reflex. We have Goodman's ID card that we found. We have the King of Prosecutors trophy. Don't think that's it. We have Edgeworth's knife, which is the murder weapon. The parking stub. The Blue Badger panel. Detective Goodman's autopsy report. I guess we can take a look at it. Name of deceased is Bruce Goodman. He's 36 and male. His time of death was February 21st between 4 and 5:30. He died from the loss of blood from the chest wound, and the wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. We have Goodman's note, which is the victim's memo found in the car trunk. We have the cell phone, and the parking lot floor plans, and the crime photo.
Ooh,
Okay,
that
so
looks so suspicious.
I always knew a day like this would come. Don't think that's it.
Nope.
Through the wire fence. Okay, we know that's true. We have photographic proof of that. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Are you left-handed?
I mean, she's not holding anything in this picture.
The car thing? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna guess that's not a knife, though.
Okay. Damn it.
Hey, but quick question. So she's the only one. There's no proof that photo was taken the day of the incident.
Nope.
And she's the only one saying that it was.
Yep.
And, like, there could be other stuff on the trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
That
Could
very
be
much-
ketchup.
I mean, I'd like to point out how weird it is that it's only her coat that's dirty.
Yeah.
If she stabbed someone and that much blood got on her, why is her wrists or anything not bloody?
Yeah, exactly. That would be the first thing to get wet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that the problem is that the chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Okay.
Because we don't have any evidence that says she didn't thrust the pointy tip of the knife into his chest.
Yeah.
But we do have evidence that says that she wasn't holding the knife. At this.
Yeah.
To my knife 10 times.
I don't know, we're gonna go with it. I don't know if this is correct.
Try it.
And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon for a lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch. I am open for seconds.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Oh no.
Look at this photo.
Every time I
Sorry, Nickelback intermission.
it's a meme. Nick, all back.
Oh god.
Oh,
Let's keep
no.
going.
This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not?
I'm so bad.
Then why is Miss Sky now holding a knife? Uh-oh.
Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
I have many
Yes,
thoughts in my head. Objection. Without the massive ass thing that pops up.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Objection.
No, that's the weakest one. I had to correct you. Yet, it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god, get wrecked!
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I literally proved you didn't kill your dad. Like, shut up.
According to Nickelback, this photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. You get a nickname now, too. This was after the moment, after the stabbing.
And how could you tell that?
Blood splatter. Like ketchup. It's everywhere.
Huh? Homeboy is not used to bloody crime scenes.
Right.
Apparently.
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? It could be dirt, but we're going to assume.
But it's a black and white photograph. Oh, Phoenix.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Could, but it might not be. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem. Except you.
That was Edgeworth.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
I
no.
got too excited.
It's fine, honey. I mean, no problem except you, Nickelback.
Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Yes.
You got a better idea?
Are we gonna object?
Yeah.
Or no
I'll
problem?
Object.
We don't really have any other options.
Yeah.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Let's give her the chance to fix it, I guess. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Oh.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Let me change what I said.
That's it.
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't have time to stop her. I was too far away, 30 feet. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. Perhaps she was a robot. We need to find out. Let's get the metal detector. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Jackson.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Oh,
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Maybe she's cold.
Yeah. Surgical gloves. Made of thin rubber, most likely.
No.
Why would she have those on?
Yeah, I don't think it's because her hands are cold.
If it was not premeditated, yes, she would not be wearing those gloves. As a fashion statement.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
premeditated murder is a serious offense. The most serious is...
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Okay. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
We're gonna press it.
Yeah, hold it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like, driving gloves. Or, you know, if she lived in a pandemic.
Exactly, it's all Rona's fault.
She doesn't wear a mask, she just wears gloves.
Yes. Makes
Tommy's
sense.
a little confused, but she's got the spirit.
I didn't get the memo on
Hi, my
Rona.
client
The
upholds the
gloves
law. But she can't figure out how to
gloves were-
how to follow the CDC guidelines.
Oh, that's true. God damn. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. I got proof. Alright, they were rubber gloves. Of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion she can make. One can make, yes, hair flip. Everything was planned. It was premeditated crime. Woo! We win! Woo!
I like how her mood changes depending on which eye we see.
Right. Maybe she, like, got two personalities.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr.
I'm sorry, too!
This was bad. I just got them all thinking this was all planned. If she could prove this claim, the trial's already over.
Yup.
I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. I think that we've gone through this. Yeah, we said this before, scientifically speaking. What's the point of having this if I don't say scientifically 800 times before the end of this trial? Oh, shit. I went too far.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so obviously we need to prove that this was not premeditated. Rubber gun, okay. So we have Edgeworth's knife, which is usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. I don't know if that means anything. The parking stub.
The mascot. It's gotta be the mascot.
Yeah. We have the memo, the cell phone.
Maybe we should check the cell phone.
I can't see what's in it.
I did.
I mean, the fact that it's in Edgeworth's car means that it would be kind of hard to premeditate it, you'd think.
Yeah.
True. Like, how does she know that he has a knife? And that, like, how does she know where to find the knife? And, like, how did she open the car or whatever? Like, oh, she used the knife to open the car?
I don't know. I don't know if Edgeworth just doesn't lock his car. I don't know, man. So should we try maybe the parking stub? Because he got there like 3 minutes before he was supposedly stabbed.
True. That's not enough time because Edgeworth would have seen something.
Nope, it's wrong.
Oh.
Damn it.
Rip. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
Shit.
Shit, just pick that one.
They aren't, are they?
No.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Damn.
I don't want to.
It's like, you can't
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Alright, well, obviously that wasn't it.
attorney's badge.
Wound was caused by a 4.5. No.
Wait.
Yep.
Date and time of death. Go back to the autopsy report. Died between 4 and 5:30. And then the parking permit was... Whose parking permit is that?
That's Edgeworth's.
Edgeworth's.
So that's when the car got there.
Yeah. I thought I had something, but I don't.
Wait, if it was 4:30 to 5, but he got there at 5:12, right?
So it's anywhere from 4 o'clock to 5:30.
Oh,
He arrived at 5:12.
God damn it. Almost happened.
I don't know, I'm gonna present the knife and see if I can't lose us more points. Ha!
Witness, do you know what this is?
We've only talked about it through this trial.
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. the knife. The maroon knife of death. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. It's beautiful, like me.
What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
Yes, Elmo. Yes, they are.
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
Child. What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder. Then, I swear to God. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
Yes, but, however, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Oh.
Oh, sweating.
What? Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car.
We're not going to ask why Edgeworth keeps a knife in the trunk of his car.
Or, that
He might get assaulted.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
I'd like to point out to everyone listening on this stream, please do not put a knife in the trunk of your car if you're worried about being assaulted in the driver's seat. You're not going to get back there.
Nope.
Exactly.
Order, order, order. Man, I feel powerful saying that. I need a little gavel.
Yes.
Great. Now the tide is
Use the
in our
Prince
favor.
Tat.
There we go. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
I think so.
Oh, we did it.
We pointed out one contradiction. We're good.
Right.
No,
How I missed the cat and mouse chase. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. I've been working on that for 20 minutes.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned.
Like you can read our minds.
Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
I learned that from someone. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
What?
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there, who keeps insulting me, and it hurts my feelings. And the defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. My knife. A beautiful knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else. Nothing.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now.
Yes, I do think I'm clever. Thank you. But
Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing, Senpai. Senpai noticed me.
But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... ...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Interrupting me, bitch? Really?
Our witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. Boom.
How dare you? Tell me things to do. And damn, my powers of detection are not to be underestimated. I'm a professional.
Really now?
All right, witness testimony. Angel's deduction.
This guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Why else would you stab someone? Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again and
Well,
again.
we already see the contradiction there. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In
Yes.
any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, we know what the contradiction is. Oh,
Yeah, do we want to press or just call her out on it?
call her
Just
out.
go for it.
Alright. So, plunge in the knife again and again. If you look at the autopsy report, it says that a single stab wound was found.
One.
You-
Which means she
Liar.
didn't stab him. Worth
A
shit.
damn liar. Objection.
You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. We can play at that game.
Oh.
With my moss surprise. Wow, who would eat that? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Mrs. Starr. Burn.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound. One.
Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
I knew it. I mean,
What about my objection? No one noticed?
no.
Well, witness?
Aha, you got the crime scene set right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? Okay, bitch. When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Oh, that's me. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Testify. Alright. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
Hi, she's not wearing it.
Oh,
I'm just gonna call her on it.
Do it.
Miss Starr, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
Bitch, I'm talking.
Oh. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf
or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Yes, I took your thunder again. Thank you. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh too. Huh. But that... Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Feast on that, bitch. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life, being an absolute failure.
Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
All the time, baby.
What was my objection? Tough liver?
Yes.
But it was there? A scarf? Not that, but something red. Really?
Perhaps it was your imagination. Well now, where were we? Oh yes, that's right, your utter failure. The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well.
No.
I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
Oh my God. Did I say that out loud? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
Ooh.
All right, witness testimony. Apprehending the suspect.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
You know, when I get arrested, I'm just gonna talk about stuff I'm not wearing.
Right. Do you know the muffler man? Alright, that's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. I'm making shit up. The chief prosecutor made it to escape, but against Angel Starr? Resistance is futile.
Oh my God.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
Yes. I strike like a snake, rawr, and bite like a cobra. Hiss.
I'm a little concerned what noise you think a snake makes, but
That's me, Angel Starr.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, cobra is a kind of snake.
thanks, Nick.
Don't bother me with the details, loser, unless you want to get bitten.
Shit. No, thanks.
Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Oh, wow. Anyone would be, goddamn.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Okay, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator. This one, a leopard woman. Rawr!
Very well, Mr. Wright. We're gonna just ignore the animal stuff and your cross-examination, if you will. Without animal sounds, preferably.
Rawr.
I'm thinking I'm not gonna be the one making the animal sounds here in a second.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side.
So where's this partition on the floor planes.
Up your butt and around the corner. I'm sure she means this wall. Next to... Oh, that's me. Yes, indeed. I can read. I don't read.
Wow, Edgeworth, you sound really different.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat. I was eating a lunchbox as well. Anyway, I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. I know big words because I'm a lawyer.
That's right. No. There was fighting me. There was a wall there about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Because she was guilty of murder. I mean, quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. A Rolf is right.
Thank you, Penny.
And, what did you do then? Yes, Penny.
It's not your turn to talk.
I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
30 feet's still a lot, bitch.
Maybe I should press her for more details.
The reason why I think we need to is if you look at here, she was on the other side of the partition.
Yeah,
She was over here. So yeah, how'd she get over there? I'm thinking we need to press her.
So kind of far, man.
I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was...
She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But
30 feet.
there was a chain link fence in front of you.
Yeah, I went over it, of course, in this dress and heels.
Amazing. The cop-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
Objection, how the hell did you do that?
It would have
Like
taken
a
her a little
boss.
time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
You gotta be an Olympic athlete.
Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high, too.
Yeah, I don't buy
So-
it.
How did Miss
Some
Guy
whole
not
line.
get away? Eleanor.
Some
Oh my
whole
God.
line. You think she climbed the truck and then jumped the fence and then... Huh. You
I
see
don't
that
think she
truck?
was on
Well,
that,
she
but-
can't... Oh, hell no.
Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler man.
The muffler.
Yes.
She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
It's a muffler. If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway. I heard her say was muffler.
Just that one word.
Very, just muffler.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Like a ghost? That would be crazy. Oh no, Skype! Why have you forsaken me?
Alright. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Oh?
Her phone. She can't mean. Ask further.
Yeah.
Yes, hell yeah.
My phone. Do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
My memory, it's like salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see Miss Starr.
Nobody gets me. Ah, the chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
Through the window.
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
To the wall. Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone?
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Wow. Good witnessing.
Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Alright, well... That's probably gonna bite us in the ass later.
I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead.
Do you think you could relate your testimony, or restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was going to ask the same thing.
Oh god, I'm so glad that everyone else
Mooch.
is having the same ideas as us.
Right?
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Okay. Alright, the chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up this emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket and ran like a bitch.
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Wow.
Oof.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And that's when she dropped it like it's hot.
And you saw her doing this.
Huh? What is it, Mr. Wright? Okay, well, obviously, that's the issue.
Alright.
Yeah, I swear. Stop it. Thank you.
What happens if I press this button?
There's no need to push this again.
What's wrong? You look like I do during finals.
Wow.
Never mind. It's nothing.
Okay, well, that didn't get me anywhere. Okay,
There's no other buttons you can press on that phone?
Okay.
Oof.
I mean, obviously... It's gotta be related to the phone.
No.
I'm gonna do it and we'll see if... Nope, that was wrong.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
God damn it.
Whoops! That didn't go so well.
Da 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 da. Just
Alright.
kidding.
Well, we'll press this statement and see if...
She made to escape. Can you be more specific?
She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras.
Oh, I know what the issue is.
What?
Well, we can finish this and then...
She even kicked over an oil drum at me. Like a tantrum of a child.
An oil drum?
There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime.
But it's strange.
What's that?
If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way?
The other... Ah! The parking lot entrance! That's right! It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent! More mysteries.
Wow.
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So, Miss Sky tried to run.
I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright.
Wow.
Nobody is as sorry as I am.
But she didn't do it! You have to believe me! Alright, well. So, she saw it all. But let's look at the map. So she's over on the right-hand side, but there's a partition between her and the cell phone. Pretty much anywhere, or the telephone, no matter where she's standing at this point.
Yeah.
So she couldn't have seen it.
Objection. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
Objection. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
I don't think so.
That don't mean shit. I mean,
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? Want to join my harem? I like a bad boy. You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Not salty or anything.
Oh, well, Miss Starr? This is a fatal contradiction of your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Bitch.
Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. She's buddy. We got her. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Oh, there goes those matches.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies.
Oh,
Man, how long did it take you to come up with that one, Nick?
Yeah.
Too long.
Grr.
Objection. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? I want to get in on this too. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Please.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong.
Get it wrong.
The witness lied about.
Okay, so what she saw, where she saw it, or the order of events. I'm thinking it's where she saw it.
Yeah.
Because she knows a lot of stuff, like the emergency phone being out and such. But she apparently hopped a fence to get over there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that she was actually in A block, not in B block.
Yeah.
Any objections?
No,
I
that
think
seems
that sounds
fine
good.
to me.
Anything you're acting have created, not feed you. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
Sorry. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection. A different location? What? No, that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one.
What do you call my lie pointless? At least let me tell it.
Okay.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
In A block.
All the testimony we've heard until now points to one direction. Points in one direction.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody.
I missed the place where she was.
I
I
mean,
gotta find out.
it was just A block.
Hey. Hey, right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna present here. Apparently that wasn't it. Or
If
maybe
she
it was.
was here, she could see the emergency phone.
That's true. That solves the mystery.
Objection. That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes. But if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone.
Oh.
Oh, you doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know.
Is that really fast?
Not as fast as your witty rejoinders.
Woo!
Yes, Your Honor.
Oof.
So she must have been up in the security booth then?
Maybe. All this testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Security, yeah. Because, I mean, that would explain... Okay, so let's say that she's not the one who actually committed this crime, like my current theory is.
Okay.
It would make more sense if she's up in the security booth
Mm-hmm.
and might want to lie about that because that could get her boyfriend in trouble.
Yeah.
And it would
Yeah.
make sense for her to have to take time to get down. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Yeah, she was apparently, as the kids say it, making out with her honey. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. And she was in several positions at the time. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Well, we're saying it's the security room, so there.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime was from the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Yes? Ooh. Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could have turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr.
Order! Order!
Angie.
Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
Well, I'm a lunch lady now, so I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And sorry, it was loading. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Even live.
The guilty? Is she talking about the sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
Hold on. I'm getting yelled at by multiple parties. There they go. Okay.
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. Thank you, small child. Number 2. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim.
Yeah, who took that photograph? Just as a question.
Yeah, because if you, yeah.
Yeah.
Photograph is still suspicious.
The truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, what? Stop disagreeing with me.
The witness is found to be lying. They're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
Boyfriend.
So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Me?
Who else?
It's do your job.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what would change?
Is it the angle of the view to the crime, the distance to the crime, or the difference in lighting?
The distance?
So many things.
While we consider this, I'm actually going to save. Because we are getting low on points. So if we are wrong, we don't want to have to restart this trial. Okay.
Shit, that would be bad.
So angle, distance, or difference in lighting. I mean,
I don't know why I said distance because 30 feet, right? And...
Well, okay. So argument for the lighting part would be that the difference in lighting could mean the difference in being able to ID the correct person or not.
But is there a difference in lighting between the guard booth and the B block?
I think there's more of a difference in angle in like what you can see then.
That's what I'm thinking, because so she's able to see over that 6-foot partition up there.
Yeah.
But that partition isn't that far away from the car. So she couldn't have seen too much in the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Should we go with angle?
You guys are the smart people. I'll believe you.
Alright, we're going with it.
Yeah, let's go with angle. If not, we saved and we can just back up.
Exactly.
Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle?
Speak.
What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the 2nd floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why?
Because I don't know.
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
Shit.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Alright. So we know this. She witnessed the crime from the security guard station, but she lied and said she was in B block. It must make a vital difference. Is it the distance to the crime, or is it the difference in lighting?
It's the distance, but I mean, my first instinct was the,
I mean, difference in lighting is just a weird thing to have.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's why I said distance to crime, because the whole 30 feet away thing is gnawing at my conscience.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Distance?
Yeah.
Alright.
If not, we're all screwed.
It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. No.
Objection? My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans, and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You.
Yes.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
No.
Nobody ordered that.
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend. I don't know why I'm so excited about that.
Boyfriend berry. Yes, boyfriend berry. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. Like a hero. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
See, like, this is so suspicious, though. Like, fucking...
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
Anything for justice. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? You didn't see shit then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This changes things considerably.
I'm probably lying about this anyway, but it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. And the spork is a
oddly
wonderful
specific
invention.
Oh god. Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do you have any evidence to stop this? Do I have any evidence? Do we have any evidence?
Everything's bullshit.
Yeah,
I mean, if it took her 5 minutes, the call at 5:18 would have been significantly. That was only like 2 minutes after the crime was committed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Do we want to try to raise an objection?
Yeah, let's live on the edge.
Live on the...
I'm sitting here going, we don't know what's going on.
Nope. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. Bullshit our way through this. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente.
Are you
Oh
sad
my
we're not
God.
taking over the pasta shop, Keith?
Sad.
Shut up, Keith. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
What's this? 5 minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well,
I think you're a criminal.
I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
Amazing. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
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 Yarg!
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We
Was
screwed
she
that
a
can shut,
lying
Mr.
hoe?
Wright.
That was too close.
Yeah, way too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Woo!
Yeah, I didn't think she was just gonna let us go like that.
God damn it.
Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
Suspicious. That's the one she tried to foist off on me?
Because I'm running out of lunchboxes, damn.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? Also, if it ain't takoyaki, I don't want to hear it.
I might be able to save you. Might. I have decisive evidence.
Why wouldn't you give it up before now?
What was that?
Oh shit.
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies,
Probably.
but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
This is my
fuck
damn
out,
courtroom.
Ah.
Bang, bang, motherfucker.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo!
Let me
A
throw it at
triple
your
decker!
face.
Wow, a triple decker.
Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
He's just a hangry little bit.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
Already disappointing. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time?
Justice.
Alright, let's see what her
Fine.
decisive
Let's see.
evidence is.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
No shit, bitch.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? Conveniently. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe.
Why do you have her shoe?
Right? One, of
The
course,
shoe.
the victim's. And the other blood type. Match that of the defendant, Miss Lana's guy. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
I could have smeared it, from them. But, we're not gonna talk about that. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection! Witness, what's the meaning of this? I wasn't told shit. Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Why do you keep asking?
Simple, as I've
Because we're in
already
a
said.
video game.
Right. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgelord. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
No. Literally no.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention?
No.
Did I stutter, bitch? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. 3.
Ugh. Ew. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. She didn't show me first.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I'm such a nerd. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
That's right.
It seems so. We're
Oh my.
celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. I play my trap card. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Damn, bitch. Oh god.
On the dark side.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems looking pretty solid.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
My nerd skills have failed me.
Oh, sorry, I'm the judge.
I almost read it a couple times because I was just like, it's me!
This is so hard to remember.
What
The prosecution's complaints
anymore.
notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Alright, we have the victim's shoe. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wow! I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
Because I'm a lying bitch. I guess you could say. I just wanted people to look at the results.
The result.
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Or one of my eyes, because sometimes it's covered up by my hair. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Nothing.
And why didn't you just tell the truth? Oh my god.
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This is when the suspect is admitting she did it?
Yeah.
False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
Ooh.
I only have a
The
little bit more
judge
time on
had-
my triple-decker.
And now the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not mention this up?
No, you didn't.
No.
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like, an
no.
ill-trained pooch you snuck off with a shoe?
Wow,
Hey,
Edgeworth,
wow.
you are making friends here.
Edgeworth, that's mean.
I am great at friendship. I'm good at friends.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. Like I'm doing right now. The shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. It also carries my accessories, my stuff phone,
I'm
my
happy
wallet.
for you and your lunch bag. Really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next.
I removed more valuable evidence.
I did the crime. I mean, 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One, of course, was the victim's.
Hold
So you brought it to the forensic department?
Yes, to the base. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
How do you know that? You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with the blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, Rocky?
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types: A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Yeah.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear.
That's really, they're pretty specific.
That's the most scientific thing you've said all day.
Scientifically.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But y'all can do that now. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. Y'all should do the test anyway.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
No, it doesn't. It just means he bled on her shoe.
Exactly.
I was afraid he was gonna say that.
Yeah, I said it.
Teehee. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Case closed. Okay, we can go home now.
Can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
Whoa. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ew. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Hot. Some like your client. She isn't enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe?
DNA test. DNA test.
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe?
I mean, other than the fact that she just like whipped it out in the middle of the courtroom, like, yeah, I just got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see how we can't say there's not a problem because I don't see a contradiction in her testimony.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a problem.
If I'm not imagining things, which you know I often do, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about this victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence.
Uh-oh.
Why is it on the bottom of the shoe?
She was stuffed in it.
Do we want to present that?
Maybe.
Like, because obviously, if she stabbed him, then the blood would be in front of her. If she's standing at the edge of the car, then she's not going to take a step forward.
Yeah, let's do that. Can't really think of anything else. Kind of back ourselves in a corner here.
Yeah.
I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Hey, she just threatened us. Can we?
Yeah.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe. Also, suck it up, bitches.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife.
You, Edward.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for noticing. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe?
Look at the death report. Well, okay, hold up.
Uh-huh.
Different shoes. The shoe is white.
Yeah.
The shoes she's wearing are black.
I mean, plus, if this happened afterwards, why is there no blood on the ground?
Yeah.
You have a lot of problems with this photo.
We're gonna go with it.
Yeah. It has to be a white shoe.
The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha! I just wanted to
That's
interject
smart.
there and feel like I was part of something.
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
Objection. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
I don't know, we were there yesterday.
Right, exactly, and we didn't see anything.
Then where are they, Mr. Edward? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order!
Oh.
Order! Order! Well, witness?
What?
Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Stabbed him with a shoe.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't know why it's not there. Sorry, I'm having my eyes. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
Wow. Hold it. I see. Now I get it.
Guess what?
I'm the smart one. Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. Grr. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
I'm galaxy braining. Give me a second. Think back to what she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr, 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 rawr.
Rar, rar, rar. I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask you a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
An oil drum with water?
What does that mean? Okay.
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Oh my god. Then why
Yes,
is there
the
still blood on
suspect-
your shoe?
Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason, and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would become evidence against her.
I would like to point out that anyone who is female knows that blood does not just come out in water.
Exactly.
That ties things up quite nicely. The blood stains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then
That's
after
what
the
a
deed
man
was
would
done,
say.
she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt.
Oh, damn.
Why didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she's tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. I'm speaking now. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well. But Angel Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Wait.
Objection!
Oh shit.
Hold it. Oh shit.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh?
To moi?
Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying that my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, hair flip. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. You're such a hangry little girl. Here, another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
I always have something else.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court.
That's my line.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
A photograph? Why do you just have all these photographs?
Exactly, this is so terrible.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Oh.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
Not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. I can talk, I swear.
Yes, you can. I believe in you.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
No, no.
No.
We don't.
Jen. With us this time, thank God. Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is,
No.
Can it wait?
No.
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
We're gonna save because we're on our last,
That's bar of health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
Things are wet.
I mean, what the hell is that thing?
There's a lot of things wrong with this photograph. Clearly that man's shoe.
I'm trying to think.
I clicked the button. There's so many things wrong with what's happening.
Right. This whole thing is wrong. Is that a... Is something covering him? Like,
No, that's just his coat.
That's his coat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is this thing.
I clicked on it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because that means there's extra evidence that we're not looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but
Try.
we just saved, so.
The problem is, in this photograph, is here. What's this?
Oh, that's Edgeworth.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's this? Oh, there's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor.
You just said muffler.
Muffler.
However,
yes.
I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
Oh, a muffler is also a part on a car or a motorcycle. Who's that good? Your Honor. Oh, just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see. And I see.
Synonyms.
What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
Synonyms are great.
So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have anything to do with this case? Nothing! Even though I said muffler earlier. Objection!
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
Nani the part?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. And we know it's because the word muffler was overheard during the call on the cell phone.
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused earlier in my testimony. Muffler! Oh, yarg! I'm a pirate.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh.
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
Yeah, I'm down for it. I suppose so. Oh my god.
Close. But we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all.
Oh god.
He's still hungry?
And we have hit our to be continued.
Woo! We did it.
Oh,
To be
that was a long one. I forget how much harder this one is. All right. So we're gonna leave here because it is late and I want to go to bed. I don't know about you guys.
Amen.
Next stream is Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Hopefully for real this time. And I don't have anything else to say. Be safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, all that good shit, and we will see you then. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, mufflers. Bye.